Welcome back, everyone, to CAD 200. We're in week 4, and we're looking at project 4. Now, this is going to have to include the drawings you did last week in project 3. You had those three, actually 4, J116, 117, 118, and 119. You need to have those ready and available for this little project. And what we're going to do is I want to show you how to utilize blocks and external references and the differences between those, and how to use what works best and more efficient in drawings similar to this and these fire escape plans. And these fire extinguishers are going to be they're going to be able to be moved, so they can be relocated. They're not stationary. They're hung up on walls for the most part. Some of them might be encased, but a lot of times you have the ability to move those if need be, and I'll show you the efficiency of the two different methods of external reference and blocks to be able to be efficient in revising drawings when things are moved. Okay, so let's jump into it. First thing I want to show you is I've got one of the drawings up here. This is 119. And if you go back and look at our drawing, we have the location of the fire extinguishers. I mean, you see them right here. These are located in these fixed positions. And I'll show you what we're going to do. We're just going to go in here to our original drawing. I'll move this thing up. And first, I want to make myself a new layer. I want to call it fire escape, or a fire extinguisher, I'm sorry. So just go to new, fire extinguisher, right? Make it red, real bright red. Easy to see, and I'll make it current. And I want to make, and as we saw in our assignment, I'm not going to put all these in. You will, but just for time's sake, I want to put, I'll put this one in, I'll put a few of these in just to show you how to do this. It's pretty simple, really. I'll come in here and, yeah, that'd be okay. Something large enough so that we can see it. Something about that size would be great. And I want to hatch it, so we go over here to hatch. Use a solid pattern. There we go. Grab it, and then I want to rotate it around from right there. Turn my snap off. And about like that. That'd be perfect. And that might be a little too big, but that looks all right. So once I get one of them in, it's pretty easy to do. I'll just grab it, copy it, and I'll come in here, and I think there was one right here. I think there was one right here. And not for sure where the rest of them were located. I'm just going to put just a few in there. But you'll go through and you'll put them exactly where they're located at. I'll rotate this one around just a little bit. You might have to rotate a little bit more to get them parallel, but all right. So what I do at this point, if I had them every one in here, okay, what I would do is come up here and turn off my fire escape, or fire extinguishers, I'm sorry. Turn those off. And you notice what happened. Undoubtedly, when I drawed these, I didn't have them on the right layer. So let's go through and make sure they're fire extinguishers, okay? That one is now. I should have looked at that before I start drawing everything. And then I want to make sure it's a fire extinguisher. Boom. Okay. So now I want to hide the fire extinguisher. Y'all see that? So they're hid right now, and I'm just going to take and go shoop and delete the whole thing, and then I'll turn these back on. You kind of see where I'm going with this, right? So what this is doing, this is just saving you time and efficiency, because if I had to open up every one of those files and draw each one of them into each one of those files for every room for, the direction to escape, the means of egress, and get out of the building, it would take forever. So this, all I have to do is just go File, Save As, and I've got me a folder already made up for week 3. Actually, this should have been week 4, perhaps. Yes, this one would have been week 4, but it's okay. I'm using this one. I want to call this one Fire Extinguishers. And save. So now I have this, and I can go ahead and open up these other drawings. And I need to open that back up. So I want to go File, Open, and we'll start like at J119. And I want to show you at J119, if I use a block and put these in, this is what happens. You come over here and go Insert, and you want to go Blocks from Libraries, and you can see I've already got this fire extinguisher up, but this might not be the one that I'm looking for, okay? So I browse Block Libraries. You see what I did? And I want to use this one right here, okay? And once I do that, I double click this. It asks me down here, where do I want to put it at? 0, 0, enter. And when I do that, 0, 0, because we reference the same drawing, and 0, 0 gives it that base point, and that would be the exact location where these need to be. So as you can see, if I went down through here and put these in as a block, what happens is that block becomes part of the drawing. So if I save this one right now, this is all together. This block is a part of this drawing. Well, when I open up, let's say J118, and go in there, I could do the block again. I could do it for every one of the rooms that I already had made, right? But I want to show you external reference. And type in xref. And you see right here is J118 already open. All you have to do is you're going to bring another drawing in. You're going to bring that fire extinguisher drawing into this, and it's going to be overlaid. And the benefit of this is going to be if there's any revisions that ever happen, it automatically will update. Okay? So I come in here and attach a drawing, fire extinguishers, open, leave all this 1 to 1, okay, and then when it comes down here, where's your insertion point? Of course, it's 0, 0, and there they are. Do you all see that? It's kind of light colored because it's showing you that it is an external reference, and those will, if you print, those will be normal color. But one thing to remember that's so important about external references is it's 2 drawings. And if I bring these drawings together and overlay them, this has got, if you'll notice right there, it's got found at, and it's got the link to it, and it's going to a certain location. If for some reason in that folder that I have, I move that fire extinguisher file to another file somewhere else, or maybe I put it on a flash drive or move it somewhere, it cannot load back in here because it will be looking for that path that's on there right now. So it's very important when you use external references to make sure that you don't start moving things, because it can make a headache. Now you can resolve it by going in there and telling it where the new location is, but just a little note there to you, because I've had a lot of experience with using XREF over the years. It's easy to keep everything in one location and not do too much moving, okay? But anyways, it's loaded in here. Do y'all see that? So now I want to show you if I have to revise. Now, when I have to revise something, like these fire extinguishers, they're, some of them are built into the wall, and most of them are just hanging on the wall, so they are movable. And anything in a building that is movable, it's always good to do an XREF because of the fact that if it's movable, I will guarantee you somebody will move it. And then they'll want an updated version. And then, like this, I don't know how many rooms is in this altogether. Probably close to over 50 rooms in this. And if I had to go in there and individually put these fire extinguishers back in, that takes a lot of time. Let me show you something. Fire extinguishers. Let's say, for instance, they went in and they moved this one, okay? They moved it down just a little bit, but they deleted this one out. They didn't need it in there. And I hit File and I hit just Save. Let's go back to that drawing. This is the drawing that I put the XREF in. Notice it says Reload Fire Extinguishers by Jerry Howard. All right. So I come over here, and do you see what it says? You need to reload this. Right click and reload. Now you notice on the drawing it has nothing's changed, but when I hit reload, look what happens. It tells me they've been changed now, and you go in here and look, and it's showing me what was taken out or what was moved. And all you do is just hit check mark, you're done. This one's gone, this one moved. I'm telling you, this will make your life so much easier. If there's anything movable, do an XREF and tie it in, because I'll guarantee you somebody will move it. It'll drive you crazy. But if you got this, for every room in here, only thing you have to do is just open up the file and hit reload, and everything is updated. Now, on the other hand, let's go look at our regular block. Notice it didn't change. So what that means is when you use the block here and you insert that block, it's just a part of the drawing. It doesn't reflect, it doesn't go back to the original drawing and look at the original drawing to see if there's any revisions made. It is in here and it's a part of J119. There's no external reference to it. So what would you have to do in this case? Every room, you'd have to go in here, grab this, explode, and move. Or, you'd have to go in there and move and then delete this one. Or you would have to go in there and delete each one of these out and then put yourself another and insert the block again, which would take you, if there's over 50 rooms in here, it would take you half of a day to do that. It would take you at least 3 or 4 hours to get all that done. And if you XREF'd it, all you do is open it up and then reload. It is so nice. And what I want you guys to do on this one is once you get these in, I want you to use the XREF, okay? I want you to XREF it. I want you to resave J116, 117, 118, and 119. Send those to me, okay? I want you to send that to me. So if you got any questions on this whatsoever, just let me know. But again, when you get out, and even in school right now, use this XREF. It is so, so handy.